Hello and welcome back to the Untitled Park Series, and welcome back to Liberty Lagoon. We are on episode 7 and we have made some brilliant progress in the park, and I'm very excited to share it with you today. Now, today is a very special day because today is National Rollercoaster Day. It won't be on the day that you're watching this, it will be the day after, but what a better way to celebrate than to sit down and watch some Planet Coaster gameplay. I can't think of anything else I'd rather do. So, welcome back to the park. Off camera, I have been very, very busy. As you know, we've been mainly focused on the roller coaster, and we have been focused on getting that sorted out, getting that finished, and you will see that, I'm saying this now, you will see the finished roller coaster in the next episode, so please don't click off. I promise there'll be some good ride shenanigans in this one, but yeah, there's still a couple things I need to do, but it is completely finished. If you ignore the bit where I said I've got stuff to do. But apart from that, it is completely finished, and I can't wait to show it off to you. But for now, I thought, you know what? We'll put a flat ride in there, and that is what we're doing today. So, let's get into it. Basically, as you know, I've been wanting a flat ride for the area for quite a while, and the only problem is the flat rides in this game are so big. Nothing really kind of fit with the scale of the area. I mean, I was going to put a Toxicator type ride, what they call top spins? Yeah, top spin. I was going to put one of them in, and it didn't really fit the area, so I didn't in the end. But I was playing around, I was looking for a carousel to put in as a little thing that didn't take up a lot of space, but I didn't know the carousel was in the DLC, and I looked at the DLC, £15! £15 for the DLC, that's like a whole game price. So I'm going to hold off for now. I'm not buying the DLC for that price. I might wait until it goes on sale or something like that. Because £15 for like 6 rides. That's kind of crazy. So yeah, I was going to hold off. But then I kept on flicking through the rides. And I saw this one. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to put it down. See if it kind of fits with the scale of everything. And bam, bam, bam. It fits perfectly. So very happy with that. I don't know what the ride's called actually. Like in real life. I know there's one at Drayton Manor, but I don't actually know what it's called. You know what? I'm going to Google it for you. I'm going to do some live Googling. What do I even search up? I'll search Drayton Manor. I found it out. It's the Zamperla Nebulous. That's what the ride's called. A Zamperla Nebulous. So that's the ride name. So yeah, I put that in and it fit really well. So I thought, you know what? Why not? Let's add another ride to the park. Because when I was building this area, I kind of forgot that I need to add another ride that's not a roller coaster. And I think that's the main thing I didn't do very well with the quarry. There's like barely any space to put anything in there. And I don't really want to have every area in the park to have like a roller coaster and then one flat ride. I kind of want there to be more than one flat ride. I want it to be a thought park where there's like a good balance of flat rides and roller coasters. And yeah, I'm hoping this will be the first step to achieving it. So yeah. So the whole point of this ride is it's meant to be like a sort of a turbine sort of thing. I think the name I'm going to go with, and I need to look to see if anyone else has come up with a name. That's the main thing in the game. I make something and I'm scared I'm copying other people. I'm gonna call it Rotom because I think that's pretty cool. It kind of fits in with the Wild West area. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna do a quick Google after I record this to make sure no one else has stolen the name I've come up with. But yeah, if not, I'll call it something else, not a big deal. But yeah, Rotom is the name I want to go with because I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's a spinny ride. As you'll see later on, I'm going to add like custom skin to the ride to make it look a lot more Western because it's very metally and crap at the moment. So I'm going to add some details to that. I think they look alright. I'm not going to lie, it's not my proudest skin that I've done to a ride. But again, this is actually the first skin I've done to a ride. If you ignore the crane, because I kind of added something on top, not on the ride, if you know what I mean. So yeah, this is my first attempt at putting a skin on a ride. So yeah, I don't think it's too bad, but I kind of just put random crap on there and see if it worked. Hey, that's what the whole game's about, and that's what we're here for. So yeah, I think it worked in the end, and I'm very happy to show you the result. But the main thing about this sort of flat ride that I wanted to do was like the tiny little details to make it not look like a Planet Coaster flat ride, if you know what I mean. The first game was really bad for it. The first game did not like blend in at all with like the pathing and stuff. If you put it on a path, which you couldn't even do in the first game, it kind of stuck out and it looked terrible. But luckily, the second game has a lot more better tools to do that. They make it really easy to like plonk down a ride in the middle of a path and kind of work through there. I mean, the hardest part was the queue lines. The queue line at the end was kind of annoying because I was putting a queue line on an existing path and it kind of like, it broke. It had a meltdown over it, but again, I sorted it out off camera. Took a little while, but hey, that's what the whole game's about. Doing it off camera and seeing how it goes. So yeah, you will see later down the line how it turns out. Let me know what you think down below, and let me know what you think of the name, because I need name suggestions for the roller coaster as well. I think I'm gonna go with Rotom for the name of the flat ride, but yeah, like I said, I need names for the coaster. Again, I'm thinking Fusion maybe, but people said it doesn't really fit a Western ride, and I agree with that. So if you have another word for fusion, or like two different elements together because it's about wood and steel, let me know, and I'm not calling it an RMC. So yeah, anyway, like I said in the intro, it is National Roller Coaster Day today, so let's talk about the shenanigans that have been going on. First of all, Alton Towers. Oh, I've got a bone to pick with Alton Towers. If you don't know, basically the park made a little teaser for their social media, and it was basically a little cinematic video of someone putting AirPods in and going on Nemesis Reborn. And then at the end of that video, they put the date of National Roller Coaster Day, and everyone online was speculating. Now, from my perspective, everyone was saying they're going to add onboard audio. I didn't think that because, I mean, why would they put a date for that? If you know what I mean. I don't know why they would put a date on the end of the video if they were going to make it a permanent thing. So I thought it would be like a day only little like marketing tactic thing that they were going to do. I thought they were going to put headphones like on the ride, like Galactica with the VR headsets, but for one day only, and you had like music on Nemesis Reborn. I thought they were going to do that, and to be fair, I think they could have pulled it off, but obviously I don't work at a theme park and it probably takes a lot of work. And yeah, everyone was speculating, and I did think it could be a possible vinyl release. If you don't know me, I love collecting records and vinyl, so I thought finally they were going to make a theme park vinyl, and today could be the day that they release it. But it turns out it was just like a marketing video about Nemesis Reborn. You had John Burton and John Wardley. If you don't know, John Wardley is the original designer for Nemesis. Them two were in the video, and that was lovely. I love that, but it felt it was a weird context, like they were teasing something to come, and then it was kind of a video just about Nemesis Reborn. It didn't make sense to me. They were hyping up something, and it was just like it was very weird signals from Alton Towers. And that's not me saying the video was not worth it. It was very cool seeing John Wardley anywhere. John Wardley is an absolute legend, and John Burton, but I kind of feel like they were hyping up something and nothing happened. So yeah, that was slightly disappointing, but hey, it's Merlin. I'm not surprised. They've been going downhill for quite a while. So, but yeah, that being said, it was a cool video, and it's always good to see John Wardley and John Burton anywhere, in any scenario. And also in the UK park scene, Chessington. Now I'm heartbroken I missed this, and I couldn't get down there today. But Chessington, basically, outside of, I think it was Rattlesnake, they had a load of like mechanics outside, and they were showing off all the ride parts. You could buy ride parts there, which is the main reason I'm so upset, because if you don't know me, I have a problem. I keep buying ride parts that I don't have places for. But yeah, you could buy ride parts from the rides there, which is really cool, and yeah, I'm gutted I missed that. And also there was mechanics there, and they were kind of like talk you through how the rides work. I think there was a piece of track from Mandrill Mayhem just lying on the floor. There was a Dragon's Fury train there, and I think there was Vampire wheel bearings, like the wheel layout of Vampire. I think they had that there. But yeah, I'm so gutted I missed it, because that would have been so cool to see in person. And especially to buy a ride part. They were really cheap as well for ride parts. I mean, I think they had like a Rattlesnake wheel for 30 quid. And if you know the ride part economy, and especially a Merlin theme park. Buying a ride park for 30 quid is kind of insane. I mean, this is a little bit of a rant, but if you remember, Rita sold its launch chain for like 220 quid. I think it was very specific, but I think it was 220 quid. So that's the Alton Towers pricing. And then Chessington normally does like an auction, so you can't really get it for a cheap, good price. So yeah, fuming I missed out on that, but hey, probably for the best. I've got something very exciting coming soon, so I probably need to save money for that. But yeah, that was all the UK Park National Rollercoaster Day celebrations. I don't think Thorpe Park did anything amazing. I think they put a tweet out, a little video. Don't think I heard about any other parks, but yeah, I'm very happy that this year in particular, Merlin theme parks and any theme parks are properly celebrating Rollercoaster Day, because it's a little nerdy holiday that we all get to spend together, and yeah, it's a good little celebration of our hobby, and I'm finally glad that parks are taking it on board and being like, yeah, we can actually celebrate this and do something, because it's marketing for them, and also we get to nerd out at whatever we see, so it's kind of a win-win-win for all of us. So yeah, very happy other people got to do it. Very annoyed that I missed out on it, but hey, there's always next year. Hopefully I can make time next year for National Rollercoaster Day and do something crazy. But yeah, that's what was happening today. Oh, that reminds me, I've just remembered one more thing. Blackpool Pleasure Beach, Blackpool, what are they called now? Pleasure Beach Resort. On their online shop, if you don't know, Blackpool, I keep saying it, I'm going to call them Blackpool Pleasure Beach, fuck it. Blackpool Pleasure Beach, they sell ride parks. Today only, they have, if you don't know, the big one at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, massive roller coaster, tallest in the UK until last year. They were selling, I don't know how to describe it, basically at the start of a ride you went through two massive Pepsi cans, like cans of Coke. You went through them. I'll put a photo on screen right now. They were selling the wraps online. You could buy the wrap of the Pepsi can online. Obviously it's had a big rebrand. They don't have the Pepsi branding anymore, so they got to get rid of them. I'm pretty sure they were selling them for £1,500. That is crazy. I mean, fair play Blackpool. They got to get rid of them somehow. So I don't know if anyone's bought them yet, but £1,500 for a massive Pepsi wrap that was used on the ride is very cool, don't get me wrong. If I was a billionaire, I'd definitely buy it, but yeah, I think that was really funny. And it's a great reason to celebrate Rollercoaster Day, because that is really funny. But anyway, all that banter being said, we are coming up to the end of the episode. Thank you so much for watching and listening to me ramble. I'm very happy with the ride. Let me know what you think down below. Obviously, at the end, we're going to have our little cheeky cinematics that we normally do. And yeah, I'm very happy with how the ride turned out. I'm very happy that it fits in that little area, because it was either going to be a really big blank area that I didn't really have a lot to do with, or I'm going to put in a ride. I know you've heard me talk about this before, but I was tempted to put that little stage that I've been talking about in this little area, but I don't know, I didn't think it would work really well. You could have like Western entertainment on there, but I don't know, I don't think it would work that well, and we need a flat ride anyway. So yeah, very happy with how this ride's turned out. Again, let me know what you think down below. Thank you for watching. I'm going to let you listen to some chill music for a little bit, and yeah, stick to the end to see the cinematic. So thank you again, and I will see you in the next episode, where we're going to have a look at the completed roller coaster Fusion. Name pending. It's probably not going to be called that, but for now it's called that. See you soon.